Hey there. Donald Trump's assassination of Iran's General Qassem Soleimani, a high official of a country we are not at war with, is the logical outgrowth of 20 sordid years of disgusting developments in U.S. foreign policy. Bush's illegal and idiotic invasion of Iraq was one step down the path. Another was Obama's due process-free murder from the air of anybody he designated as an enemy, even U.S. citizens. Most importantly, the U.S. Congress's cowardice in the face of these actions and craven renunciation of their constitutional duty to protect us from war-mad kings has brought us to this terrible place. I'm honestly not sure what scares me more at this point. Iran's reaction to this could be terrible, and we could be heading for our next multi-trillion-dollar war. But Donald Trump could also get away with it. One of this channel's most consistent messages is that the United States is much more powerful than our media and government pretends it is. This vast power is now wielded by a man who kills anybody he wants, thinks that the highest use of U.S. power is stealing oil, and issues pardons to soldiers the U.S. military has arrested for committing war crimes. If we fail to stop this man, there's no longer any denying it. We are the bad guys. That honestly scares me more than any Iranian retaliation. But I will tell you something that doesn't scare me in 2020. Russia and China. There's been a lot of loose talk about World War III bandied about this week. It's even been trending on Twitter. This is an idea you see a lot in the YouTube comments and in less responsible places like the Washington, D.C. think tank community. In the week before the assassination, respectable sources were panicking about joint naval exercises between Russia, Iran, and China. On the day of the assassination, I was even reading an article talking about an emerging Eurasian axis of power rising up to confront the United States. Strangely, I can't find that article anymore. One silver lining to the Soleimani killing is the fact that the ridiculousness of all this talk has been exposed. You had to look pretty hard to find the Russian and Chinese reactions to the assassination. It's mostly just weak calls for calm and correct, but toothless observations about the damage the U.S. attack does to Iraqi and Iranian sovereignty. World War III is not coming anytime soon. China or Russia would have to be involved to make that happen, and they have no interest. Iran stands alone, and it will continue to do so for the next few years. Despite all the Pentagon hype, Russia and China are powerless in the Middle East. Putin puts up a good show, but whenever he actually gets in the U.S.'s way in Syria, Russians die in large numbers. That has already happened, by the way. The U.S. and Russia both worked hard to make sure you never heard about it. I'm not saying this out of some sick pride. I'm pointing this out because Washington, D.C.'s lies need to be exposed. Trump and a whole bunch of other people that are supposed to be more respectable than him rely on a myth of U.S. weakness. That's how they justify horrors like what we did in Libya and Iraq. It's supposedly scary out there, and unless we do brutal, insane things like assassinate world leaders, nobody will respect the United States. The truth is so much sadder. With each passing year of forever war, it gets harder to deny that we are the bad guys. It's the United States that is pissing away its authority with actions like last Friday's assassination. Our power will diminish enough to make a third world war possible, but that should take a couple decades. If we continue on the same evil trajectory we're on now, the world will breathe a sigh of relief when our power is finally destroyed. We can only hope that U.S. power will end with a whimper, like the Suez Crisis, rather than with the bang of another world war. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you want to read about how the last world system fell apart in a very similar way, you should read my new book, Avoiding the British Empire, available now in paperback and ebook form.